spicy. But today we're gonna turn the notch up just a little bit. You wanna know why? Because we're talking about relationships. The question for this episode is it okay to be in a new relationship and still be friends with your ex? So, can you be in a new relationship and still be friends with your ex? I want to hear a lady's perspective, a lady's point of view on this topic. Yo, Christelle, how do you feel about that question?
I'm okay with it. I feel like if you're my ex, wait, no, sorry, can you repeat the question again? I forgot.
Listen. So if you are in a relationship, right? Can your new person that you're in a relationship with, can he still be friends with his ex? How would you feel?
Honestly speaking, I wouldn't feel any type of way. It just really depends what type of relationship they'll be having right after he's done with her. If he's with me, because people can be cordial, as long as they're cordial. But if he feels like, I don't know, I'm okay with it. As long as they can keep it cordial, I'm cool. Just don't do anything you wouldn't want me to do to you.
What is cordial?
Like, we can say hello, how are you? Respect your boundaries,
What about a hug?
A hug is cool,
Really?
What type of hug?
Can he help him without a hug?
Like church hug or like
Can I piggyback on what she said real quick? Because if I'm your ex and I've been there before, the way I'm gonna hug you is not the same way I'm gonna hug a friend.
It's an extra emphasis.
You get what I'm saying? I don't care if you got a boyfriend or not. He gives you a chance. But yeah, so.
But these questions are like, they're not very this goes into specifics. You get what I'm saying? Like, y'all could be friends, but it's like, what kind of friends are y'all? Like, y'all talk every day.
Exactly.
You get me? Like me, I'm still cool with my exes, but we don't talk every day. Yeah. But I know that me and them know that if we ever needed anything from each other, we can hear each other out.
Let me answer the question. Hold on, Bull. I'm gonna let Ben answer it, but I'm gonna streamline it again. Let's define friends. Yeah. Friends is someone you go out with, or you do activities with, or you check up with every day. I'm not talking about an acquaintance. I'm not talking about a person that you say hello when you see outside every once in a while. I'm talking about a friendship. Can you keep a friendship with your ex?
No.
Yeah.
I know about Bill Gates.
It's different.
Yeah. Let Benga go.
I can't keep friends with my exes because I know and they know how we used to get down. So that relationship and that vibe is always gonna be there regardless.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Especially with people improving as life go on.
Yeah.
Like your ex,
Also,
but we all grow up.
years.
You guys were stuck
Do
in
you
the
know how
past.
many
We
of
don't
my
know.
exes a long time ago that hit me up recently because of what they see is
People
going on?
be stuck in the past. We are people grow up, like whatever we had in the past.
Really?
It's the same thing that's gonna be the
But
same.
think about it, you're intrigued to see what it's like now.
You're telling me
That's just you.
So you're telling me that you don't have an ex. Wait. So you're telling me you don't have an ex that you see like, damn, I want to.
Fuck no.
He ain't had nobody else. That's all I'm saying.
I don't have an ex that looks
She
like
got
my
a camera on
DM.
tight.
No, I don't have one, but
You don't have one. Every exes want.
Hold on, let me hear what Akin has to say about this.
I think everybody's learning the lines. Earlier words have meaning. You said that we're cool, that's not friends. So you're mixing we're cool with being friends.
But that's what I'm saying.
Now earlier you said that
Finish there. Earlier we said let's define friends. The person that you're building a friendship with, a relationship with, you're building with that person as you're growing forward. You're saying what you defined earlier was y'all being cool, somebody you're cordial with. So that's not you being friends, that's you still keeping that relationship.
That's me putting you
Let's-
out of
let's-
the friends.
Y'all just feeling each other's
That's
vibe.
Nah,
my definition of friends.
Let him
I'm
finish,
you.
let him finish.
You my friend.
What I say?
The truth of the matter is, for me at least, if you're keeping that door open, if that person was your partner, you do have an understanding that y'all meant something to each other. There's a door that's still open there.
Okay.
And that door's
When you
wall.
love somebody,
Okay, that's what I want to know. What's the depth of it? Because like I said, they're going out with
Hanging out.
Guys,
one person.
I'm just saying that you keeping a revolving door. Now, out of respect for your man, it's like, even man to man, like,
Of course.
how would you feel?
Yes, I agree. If you guys, that's what I say. If you guys are talking every day, like type shit, hanging out, the fuck is y'all hanging out for?
Exactly.
That's what I mean. But that's exactly.
Unless you mean that y'all not friends, but you're keeping a copacetic relationship with that person.
Well, we don't talk
And
every day. No. Let me tell you something. No. Listen. Let me tell you something. The reason why I said this about my friends is because regardless of the romance we had, that was a friend of mine. You get what I'm saying? Like before, no. I don't have any bad blood with none of my exes. Let's start with that. You get me? And that is because besides the romance and the sex, there was a friendship. So we can go back to that friendship minus the sex and the romance. Yes, we can do that. Like if you pussy about it, that's on you, but I can do that. I can do that. I can look at you as my friend.
Okay, but without the sex and romance, y'all was still talking about it.
What? No, not necessarily. Because okay, let me tell you something. We started talking a lot because we started having sex. There you go. Before the sex was
So sex was the definition of y'all being together.
I mean, that's
I gotta say, that's what I think.
So right now, what you're saying, so sex was the definition of y'all being together. It wasn't.
I gotta say, that's what I think.
So right now, what you're saying.
Once you start sleeping with somebody, then you're like, okay, you can't sleep with nobody else. Then you go, you can
That's
sleep with
not how
somebody
I did it.
else. Now
That's not how I do it.
So dating,
I
the value of dating is based on sex, is what you're telling me.
Just went to Aruba and I'm
Yeah,
making sure there.
Because you said that if y'all were friends and y'all were building a relationship.
No, because let me tell you. No, I hear what you're saying. He was like, oh, well, you guys were talking every day. I said no. We started talking every day because we started fucking. Because it becomes good morning. How are you? How did you sleep?
Yeah.
You know, as friends you don't do that. As friends you don't
So,
care. But
I miss you, man.
I don't text none of my friends good morning.
Okay, so you don't have any male friends that y'all didn't know. So you don't have any male.
Nobody texts nobody good morning that they're not fucking. What a
I
god.
don't know about your current relationship status, but do you have any male friends now that were your ex, and how do y'all communicate? Let's start there.
Yeah.
What is the dynamic of your male friends now?
We don't talk every
What does
day.
that dynamic consist of? Because
The
it's not sex or romance.
dynamic is my friends, who are my friends right now, are people I grew up with. And
They
we
go
call
with
each
her.
other, and we call each other, you say guy friends. That's not my guy friend, don't bring her in here.
Okay, so
So my guy friends, I don't talk to them every day, but we have a mutual understanding that if Lois calls today and say, I need you to pick me up, he will pull up. And that's the same thing with me too. If he needs me, he can call me. That's what it is.
So why would that change if it's your
there was
ex?
a point in time where we used to talk every day. That's when we was in high school. But like I said, people change. That's how you maintain a friendship, by accepting the new situation of the friendship. It's not going to be the same thing every day. Sometimes the dynamic changes, but that doesn't mean my relationship with you changed. No.
So let's rub the dust off of
I get
it.
that.
That means that if you had been in a previous relationship with somebody and you guys are now exes and you guys still maintain a friendship, to you might not talk every day, but you can do friendship related things like if you need to ride with somebody.
Help me move out of your apartment.
Let me and your current man will be okay with that.
No,
That's
Wait, guys. Let me tell you. Now that comes into who he knows and who he doesn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Hold on. So that means that
Let me tell
when
you,
he doesn't know doesn't kill him.
Now I'm gonna.
That's what we heard.
I'm gonna give you an opportunity to clarify this.
Because you stepped in the water.
Who I'm with right now is aware of who is around me every day. Now, if it comes a day where my friend from so long ago calls, he's gonna say, "Who is that?" Then I will explain who that is. You get me? I'm not gonna. When I start a relationship, I'm not laying out everybody I know like this is this.
Yeah,
this.
no.
You get to know the person as the person is calling, as the person is interacting in your surrounding. You get me?
So in my defense, that's a different dynamic.
No, let me tell you something. My boyfriend at the moment doesn't even know my brothers. Like the niggas I call my brothers, he doesn't know them. You wanna know why? Because I haven't talked to them in a minute. You get me? So let's say if Walter calls today or Sully calls today.
Tough.
If Sully calls today, let me tell you, I will have no problem being on the phone with my nigga right there.
How long have y'all been
together?
together?
Let me tell you
A
something.
year.
Actually, stop. Hold on. Let me tell you something.
And
If you call somebody your brother, and I don't know them,
Wait, guys, you guys,
waiting for the cap to come out.
guys, stop twisting people's words, right? She said that she introduces people due to interactions.
Thank you.
As in, if there's such an interact more times during the day, then he will know. But she's not gonna come out of nowhere and just say, this person, that person, that person.
Before you start sipping on a choo-choo drink, I want you to understand, right? Understand me. So if me and somebody is dating or we're getting into a relationship, we're getting to know each other. So at that point in time, I wouldn't know who her brother is. If that person is important to her. We fast forward to me and you being in a relationship, and I don't know who the fuck that nigga is.
Is he coming up again?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
I'm saying that he coming up again.
All of a sudden, it's just a matter of, oh,
nigga, a year
this
into a
nigga
relationship, say this is my
brother.
sister.
Yeah, which
Has your girlfriend heard the name?
Hey, Benga, I hear you. Hold on. What I'm trying to say is that in a relationship, relationships take time, correct?
It does.
Hold on. So in day 1 to day 30, you're not just gonna be like, oh, this is my brother. This is my ex. That's my that. Of course, there's a basis, but she's talking about brothers as in brotherly brothers, not as in blood brothers.
I
So he knows your best friend, but not your brother.
Because of interaction.
Guys,
I'm not saying that's not possible, but I'm saying let's be realistic here. You don't start becoming a boyfriend and girlfriend on the second date, correct? You don't start becoming a boyfriend and girlfriend on the third date. You know what I'm saying? It takes time, correct? At the time that both of y'all are dating, there has been time that's passed.
Yeah.
For you to have the opportunity to say, this might not be my blood brother, but I respect this nigga enough to be
So
my
based on
brother. So,
interaction.
with moving forward, now to the point that we're dating, this is just coming up. To me, that's why I'm like, nigga, like.
It's not coming.
Okay, hold on.
I have a question.
Let's switch the scenario.
We're gonna get to everybody. Hold on. Because you have to structure this. I get what you're saying, correct? But also you can't justify. You can't make a blueprint for which time I'm gonna reveal which person.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna let Benga go, and then I'm gonna let Tess go.
Yes.
Benga, go ahead.
So, one, your boyfriend knows about your best friend before your brothers. Okay, I just want to point that out.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
2, if the roles were reversed and he introduced them to you as his sister year or year and a half later, how would you
know
feel?
why? Because he's lived.
How would you feel?
No, listen. He's lived a 30+ life before me. So there are people included in his life that I don't know about. You understand that, right? So yes, there will be time where they will come up. Maybe him in his lifetime, he hasn't talked to that person in 10 years. That doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't still have that love towards that person. So when that person calls, then that's when I will be introduced to who that is.
But I ain't kept, so your ex gonna be your brother or sister?
That's what I'm saying.
We done went away from the original question was, ex, how would y'all relationship?
I feel like you're in a relationship. The question is it okay for you to be friends with your ex while in a relationship? Me personally, I feel like it depends on the person. Me, myself, I'm not. My exes, they're cordial.
Thank you.
If I see you, it's not I'm gonna punch you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm
Or
not
I'm
gonna
going
punch you.
hi. But am I gonna call? What am I supposed to call you for? I'm gonna have a whole voice.
So it sounds like
I don't need this man to pick me or nothing. I have a whole boyfriend.
Thank you.
And I don't want, and I wouldn't want him calling his ex every single day when he has a girlfriend. There are so many different people in this world. Your ex is who you're choosing to communicate with every day. That makes no sense.
Because he's
No,
your friend.
sir.
Guys, I've not heard from Jamera.
Yes.
How do you feel? Go ahead.
Yeah.
The question is it okay for you to still be friends with your ex? And I feel like on both sides, it's hell to the no for me.
Period.
Because when we say friends, we're not talking about seeing somebody in public and saying, hey, being cordial. I'm talking about like, you're my friend, I'm calling you every day, we doing activities, we talking about our problems and shit. Like, no, once you broke up with that bitch, you need to tell her to get ass to get gone. And the same thing for my niggas. I mean, I'm gonna still talk to them behind your back, but it's not okay. The question is, that's not okay.
So all the ladies agree that no, it's not okay. Why?
Why is it not okay?
But I'm gonna still
To be friends with your ex?
Why?
The same reason
What is
why
that
you might
purpose
not
is there? What is that? Why is that better relationship?
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Was it okay?
So,
it's not
because-
okay, but I'm gonna still do it.
Wow.
So I heard, I don't know who it was. But so I think Virginia said something. I don't need
You don't
Call-
side
Hold on, guys.
girls. You don't
Call-
side
hold on,
girls.
guys. Let me
Guys,
put both time.
let both-
Is that real for you as
said
well?
something earlier
Hey,
about-
yeah.
I don't know it, so it can't hurt me. But
Wait,
you don't know.
say it again. Say it again. But if I catch you, if I break your head, I'll break your head.
I love how you get for the
No.
and into the
Okay,
Bo,
No, because she's
let
saying
everybody let Bo have the
Talk
floor.
your shit.
So Tess, earlier you said something about, I got a whole nigga. I don't need nobody else to pick me up.
Right.
Like, are those the only parameters that determine friendship?
Of course
Okay.
not.
Okay,
Can
can I speak?
Let
That was a rhetorical question.
Okay.
I'm attacking what you said right there, and then I'm saying there are so many scenarios. So I don't know. I'm a little bit older. You know what I'm saying? I've had deep relationships where this person was in your life through something that really happened in your life. Something that really happened in which y'all could have both just been mature enough to say, yo, we're not good together.
Okay.
And I can agree
That's
with that.
fine.
So this happens a lot. These people exist. Y'all probably have them. And it's so crazy how y'all, because y'all want that standard for the man y'all with, she's the only person that admitted it. That she is going to be friends with that person if they have a good relationship.
I just
Wait,
said
what are
I'm
you
not
talking
enemies.
She admitted it. She just
We're not enemies.
Well, we told you
We're
that.
not
What did you say, Jamira? Repeat yourself.
No,
She said that
man.
Wait,
she will
wait,
call the
wait.
niggas behind
No,
her
he didn't get
back.
confused.
I'm
I'm
not
not saying
She is cheating emotionally with
that I hate
Fox
him. I'm not saying that he's a horrible person. I'm not saying that he is disgusting.
That's
He's good. Okay,
that's
cool.
also
You're a nice person. You're a good person. Hi, hello. You were in my life for a certain amount of time. Our time is finished.
I hear
That's
that.
it.
Okay.
I don't need to call you every day
And I hear
because
that.
you were there with me
And I
when
hear
I
that.
had my period.
You don't call some of your friends every day. It's okay. But you talk to them more than just, I passed by them in the club. Hey, what's up? Damn, I ain't talked to you in a minute. How you doing?
What's the point?
Or responding to your Insta snap. Damn, okay, I see you in the gym getting it in.
What is the point? What is the point?
What is your point? Do you
Yes.
not talk to random people on social media that are not your closest friends?
Yes.
But then
What's the point?
those people, did you have sex?
That's the question.
Did you have a relationship with
What
them?
does that matter?
How does that matter? There's a deeper connection there. You're
I'm
opening that
confused.
wound.
Let's
How do you compare a random stranger to somebody that you
Hold
were
on,
sleeping
hold
with?
on.
So because I slept with you, now I can never talk to you about nothing but sex again?
hold on.
That's
So
what
what's the
I
point of me
Guys,
talking
guys,
to
guys.
you?
Let's take it.
Because you had sex before?
Let's do it like this.
Like, that's
Hey,
I
let's do it like
want to
this.
be a girlfriend, and then
Hey.
I want to be on the phone with my ex-boyfriend next to you, and
Talking
we're gonna
about
talk
you.
all
Is
this.
that,
Hey,
Our
And we're
feelings.
gonna talk
that is a
about
specific
something about you.
scenario.
What if
Like,
I
did I say that?
So much a bum. Like, what the fuck
guys,
about?
guys.
I understand what everybody's saying, but I think that depending on who you're dealing with, if we're talking about like actions, unless you're willing to say some actions are just purely wrong, then that's a whole different conversation.
Right.
But depending on who you're dealing with, the time and appropriation for when you're talking to your ex, that's based on who you're dealing with. That I understand, but if we're gonna address saying that, yo, overall just talking to your ex is just purely wrong while you're dating somebody, then any action associated with that should be just cut off.
Yes.
If that's what you're gonna say, I feel like you can't.
It needs to be friends.
And
I think you can.
Also, true to find the friendship was.
I just find something
Just
that.
because the relationship wasn't good, don't mean the sex wasn't good.
That's what I'm saying. Your
Yeah.
potential is so much more.
If
If that's what you're worried about, you shouldn't be with that person. That's another
You're
conversation.
not ready for another relationship.
Yo, guys.
I'm not.
But I was saying, like, I get what you're saying, and I do understand it. But what I'm saying is that overall, even if, let me use myself as an example, you can respect what somebody did for you while y'all was together, and still honor what they've done for you, and still respect them.
But that's not working. That's not talking.
But that doesn't mean that you have to be friends.
Right.
That doesn't mean that you have to be calling each other on an everyday basis. If,
That's
not even cordial.
know.
If they get to a point where they need you because of, you know what I'm saying, that you're the person they feel comfortable with, that's different. That's something that it's not about y'all two's. Like, let's say like your friend that or the person that you was dating was on their last, and you've been locked up, and they've bailed you out consistently, and you're in a better place in your life now, and they get to a point of rock bottom, and they call you because that they can't vocalize that to anybody else but somebody they felt comfortable at that moment in their life with, and that person is you. Yes, I understand that because it's anybody person we want to talk to somebody who can relate to us. So at that point in time, that's not just about being friends. It's about just paying that person the same respect they give to you.
And guess what? That nigga's gonna do it just like Tamara said. He ain't gonna tell his best friend.
Malcolm, I want you to answer this question, but I want you to do it from both perspectives. Like, I want you to do it from your perspective. If you're dating someone, can you be friends with your ex? And also, if your significant other has an ex, is it okay for you? Is it okay for her to be friends with her ex?
First of all, hell yeah, man. I honestly feel like it depends on the person you with. Cause I ain't gonna lie, some folks got some private eyes. You know what I'm saying? Go through all that shit. You can't. You know what I'm saying? You be friends with people. But I feel like as long as like. I ain't gonna lie, you gotta do some secret shit, like you can't let them know. You tell somebody you got a friend, right? You be like,
all right. Let's look. I want it from your perspective. I want it from your perspective. What would you do? How would you go about that? If you had an ex,
oh hell no,
you wouldn't be friends with them, right? Right? Why?
Who said
No, if you were in a relationship with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Would you still be friends with your ex? Yeah. How would you go about that? Would you tell your significant other?
If I tell them, then that person's really a friend.
Yeah.
Oh, but if I don't,
how would you want to do the same for you?
Hell no, she can't do none of that shit.
So that means,
you don't see a problem with that?
Because listen, if you got a friend, if a female has a friend while they're in a relationship, woman, lady, you know what I'm saying? I feel that bullshit.
Use your words.
Because women, when they fuck with a nigga, they usually fuck with a nigga. So if there's another nigga lingering along, he done gonna come up, like he done just get that nigga fuck up. I don't know none of that shit. Ain't no goddamn next battle up, none of that.
How is that fair?
But he
It ain't about being fair. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Alright,
Let me
hear from Mozzie. Mozzie, you hear what your
I ain't gonna lie, man. Everybody got their perspective as people in the world.
So I want yours.
Just personally, how I personally get down, man, I couldn't do it. And the reason I say that is because it's just like, I know I'm an overthinker. You feel what I'm saying? So I wouldn't want to put my partner in a situation to where they would have to overthink anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know if they put me in that situation, hell no, like I'm not even trying to have no dealings. Because like I just feel like once you kind of allow the energy of secrecy to happen in that relationship, it's gonna go anywhere at that point. You know what I'm saying? It's just like exactly like, oh, you gonna be like that.
We love Fonzie, we love you. Team Fonzie.
I'm just want to be mutual with my partner. You feel what I'm saying?
So you want to just have everything on the table.
Exactly, everything on the table.
All right, Derek Jackson.
So I feel like it depends on heavy communication and also you knowing your actual not like fake relationship, you know your actual relationship with your ex. There's some people that can be friends genuinely with their ex and understand they're never going to go back there, but there's some people who still have that sexual tension, that sexual energy, and just things just did not work out.
I don't feel like if y'all had sex before and y'all feel comfortable with each other, like at any chance y'all can go back to them circumstances if it presented itself. That's why I just said like I
said, it depends on who you as a person.
My thing is, people don't take accountability.
If she feels with you,
if you want to sex with somebody, it's because you chose to. You know,
exactly.
Not to have sex with them. Like,
exactly.
what?
But I'm just like,
did y'all hear what I said? If a woman is safe with you, you can always go there.
All right, guys.
You want to tell us about women?
So guys, how about this?
You speak for yourself.
Hey guys, how about this? Let's have a show of hands. Think about your own personal relationship. Would you personally be friends with your ex? Put your hand up in the air. While in a relationship.
Cordial or friends?
Okay, hold on. I'm not talking. Listen to me. I'm not talking about cordial. Listen to me. I'm not talking about cordial. Hello every once in a while. I'm talking about real friends that you tell real things to. Would you still be friends with your ex while in a new relationship? Great.
No.
All right. Now.
You're such a pop star.
How about this? Now, would you let your new significant other be friends with their ex? Right?
Hell no.
No. All right.
Try it if you want to.
There we have it. You know, we can have. Hold on. So we can have fantasy lands. We can have alternate universes, things like that. But when it comes to the reality of the situation, I feel like we've all come to a consensus.
That's your answer too?
That ex is a no-no. That's my answer too. That being friends with your ex is a no-no. So guys.
How many of y'all think y'all
Next combo.
Hey guys, I want you to comment your personal opinion down below in the comments. Tag a friend too. In fact, bring your ex on board. Bring your significant other on board. I want to hear what they have to say. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We'll